Whoa! There we are. Beautiful. What's up, gang?
Let's get physical!
I love it.
Let's get physical!
Oh, yeah. Getting physical for the new year. How about you guys? I'm getting a head start. You know me. Always ready for the new year. How's your New Year's resolution thoughts coming? Exercise should be number 1. Number 2. Let's try it with Richard again.
Let's get physical!
If that doesn't pump you up, nothing will. Alright, I'm done. What's happening? How's everybody doing?
My happy place is in my bathroom, in my tub, with my dogs there.
That's true. That is my happy place.
My happy place is in my bathroom, in my tub, with my dogs there.
With my dogs there. So what's going on, folks? This is it. This is the final show. Let me get situated here. Look at this. I'm donned. Last week I had the Santa hat on. Today I have on, look at this, Happy New Year. So Happy New Year. First of all, hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas and survived the frozen tundra that is Long Island. Or wherever you're watching. I mean, the freeze was not just here. We got pretty lucky. I mean, it was everywhere. Did you see the news? I mean, people were stranded at airports. No flights coming in or out. You were just... I mean, if you were making travel arrangements and you saw this coming. Just knowing how the United States flight patterns are and how our air traffic control works and the whole flight system, you know you're not getting anywhere. So why even do that to yourself? Stay at home. Did you? How many people had to spend Christmas laying in an airport lobby, waiting online, waiting to look up to see flight cancel, flight cancel, flight cancel? Terrible. Why would you do that to yourself? I know you want to go home, see the family, see friends, you want to travel. It couldn't be a worse time to do that. And then coupled with the weather and the situation, it's a global climactic colossal nightmare is what they call it, or is what I call it. But, I spent it with the family, which was great. We had a nice Christmas. I'm going to show you some of the Christmas gifts I got. Did a good job. I hope all of you got something. I want to thank everybody again, whoever donated to Toys for Tots, because, that's important this time of year, that the kids get something for themselves. Do you guys ever have problems with the cold weather and dry hands? I'll tell you, I have the worst. My hands get so dry, and it's one of the 27,000 reasons I hate the winter. I'm going to name them all as the final countdown of the show. 27,001. No. I'm telling you, a new proud non-sponsor of the Steve Squared final show of 2022. Do you believe it? We made it. Unbelievable. Now, before I say that, nobody tells me anything at Governor's. I'm doing the show, obviously not from the studio tonight, and obviously alone, and obviously with no help whatsoever from anybody other than myself, and of course, yours truly. You thought I was pulling Steve in front? No, this is Kermit. I was not grabbing Steve by the neck and pulling him. But who knows? Steve could make an appearance. Steve could make a call. Who knows? We're hoping to get a call this week from Mr. Zervos, Jeff, our movie review guy, who fell asleep on us last week. Let's hope he stays awake for this show. I know many people of you out there. I said, don't worry. Most of our viewers tune out and fall asleep during the show. He's not the only one. He's the only one that was supposed to appear on the show and fell asleep. But back to my dry hands, and I'm doing a promo ad very early in the show tonight. Skin Fix. Skin Fix. It's just called Skin Fix. And if you go on, I don't know the site. You got to go on this site. It's made in Canada. You go on skinfix.com. Skinfix.com. This stuff it's unbelievable. Smells good. It's made from vitamin E, aloe, good emollients. It says it's a thick, rich, yet quick-absorbing cream made from coconut and sunflower oils to help relieve dryness and cracking in hands and in severe cold weather. This is really good stuff. I put this on, smooth as a baby's bottom. This stuff was really working, and so my hands feel better. And don't fret, because the weather is going to be getting a little better as the week gets on. By New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we're going to be in the 50s. So, and it's going to feel like 100, because we just endured about 11 degrees. Who did not see? Did you guys check out that great reporter? He is my new favorite reporter. I love this guy. Mark Woodley in Iowa. I think it was Iowa or Indiana. So this guy's report, he was reporting on the weather. He's a sports reporter, in the studio no less. They were shorthanded. They send this poor guy out into, and this is the heartland. This is not cold weather here. It's the heartland where you can imagine, that Chicago, Indiana, real middle America frost. This is where the frost was, okay? This is the Arctic frost that came down. We got the outskirts of it. This is where it's like minus 40 wind chill. Terrible weather. This is Day After Tomorrow stuff, the Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal movie. This is you can't survive this. So this guy gets sent out to do a news report, and he's so upset. And as he's live on the broadcast, he's just complaining. He's ranting. I think I have some video of him. Let's see. Do I have it? That's not it.
I was 200 pounds in the 8th grade.
That's not it either. Let's see. I definitely have. I must have some video of this guy. There it is.
This is unacceptable!
So this guy is doing a report. He's frozen. The idiot anchor in the warm news studio goes, "So how give us an update of the weather." And he's like, "It's it's 30 degrees colder than the 8 minutes ago you asked me." And his nose, his face is red. He's bundled up, and he just kept ranting. I'm telling you, I don't do it justice. You got to YouTube, Google it. Mark Woodley, ranting reporter. It'll come up. It's got 71 million views already. This has hopefully put this guy on the map, or he probably got fired, one or the other. But anyway, let me share some of my Christmas gifts with you, because I think my family really came through this time. They locked it in. Usually they, like I said, I had to be proactive this holiday season and tell them, no, I don't want a third bottle of cologne. I have 2 unused bottles. I don't even use it. Okay? No, I don't want any more Celsius, which I like to get mine on my own, because I'm very particular. I feel like when you order the case, like my brother did for me the last 2 Christmases, they taste funny, a little tinny. Who knows where he's ordering it from? Probably some warehouse that it's expired, some sitting in some black market. They probably shipped it here from who knows what country. Probably Celsius from Uruguay. Celsiando. Anyway, but let me share with you, because they came through, so I really want to share some of my Christmas gifts with you. Okay, first of all, my mom, I needed a new bag, toiletry bag, for my shaving stuff, toothbrush, toiletry bag. Boom, look at this. My folks, my mom and dad got me this, but look at this bag, toiletry. So if there's no doubt on what this is, and it's got a little razor on it, beautiful, it feels nice. I love the color. It's got 2 zippered compartments for easy access. Maybe you want to keep something. Well, that's not that easy. I couldn't open it. I couldn't do one of those commercial promo ads. Look how nice. So this was a winner. That's a winner, Bobby. And then, okay, so my sister. Let me take off my New Year's hat for a moment. And as you see, I made it under the wire. I got a haircut right before New Year's. I know I wasn't going to do it. My sister got me this. This is a pretty cool hat, right? Hollister. What do you think? I like it. I'm digging that hat. And here, let me put this on. I'm going to put everything on in layers. So let me put this all on for you. Okay? I know I'm out of the frame a little bit, but that's all right. Yeah, let me go up a little bit. There we go. So this is also nice. I'm putting this on this whole ensemble for you. This is also Hollister. It's a hoodie. Look how nice. I like the color, right? Look how nice. It's got the hands. I feel warm. I got the hat. So I'm in kind of Hollistered out right now. Feeling like I'm like 21 in the club scene again at the Hollister. I'm like hanging out in the mall at Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister. Woo! So now, but that's not all. I get more. Look at this. It's like I'm right out of an Old Navy Gap commercial. So this was from my sister and her family, my brother-in-law, my niece Kelly, and nephew Kev, and of course, the one and only, the Balester Bailey. This is this vest, in case somebody takes a shot at me, this is a bulletproof now. This is just a fashion vest. It looks nice, right? I never really was a vest guy, but this is pretty good. I feel like I am getting ready to go on patrol. I feel like it. But this is a pretty nice vest. I like it. This was from my brother's family. This is nice. It feels good. I can move the arms. So it's actually pretty good to, if you want to, maybe run, exercise, but you want to keep your core warm. The core warm. And last but not least, I'm getting dressed in layers here. This is like I'm going to do the news report. And now this is also from my sister. And this is a nice jacket as well. You see look at this. It's got the reflectors. So again, remember we talked about this. If you're out, whether it's day, night, it gets dark early. Make yourself visible in case you go for a run, a bike ride. If you're crazy enough to bear the elements out there. But this is pretty nice too. I feel warm now to do the show. I'm actually sweating to death. But this is also nice, right? I'm like, what do you think? Nice. And to finish it off, they gave me gloves too, like these mittens things here. I don't know how this actually works. I don't really put on mittens, but you shall have no pie. That was the kittens, right? So here we go. So it's a glove. You see what happens is it's a glove. You see the glove? And then you put this on. Look at that. It becomes a mitten. So everybody went with the warm gear. That was the goal. Pretty good job. Really good job, actually. I want to thank the whole fam. They came through. I mean, I'm always coming through for them. I get them the best. So it's about time they always do a good job. Oh my gosh. I gotta keep getting myself... There's a lot of stuff to deal with here, right? Alright. Oh, finally. Alright, I'm back. Let's get the New Year's going. Let's get the New Year's rocking. So hopefully, we're going to review The Whale. Jeff is going to maybe call in. We'll see. Hopefully this time. And we're going to do a little review of The Whale. It's got some, obviously, I told you, starring Brendan Fraser. Check out some of Brendan's movies. Again, School Ties with Matt Damon. Wonderful movie. The Scout with Albert Brooks. Funny movie. Blast from the Past with Alicia Silverstone. Obviously, The Mummy with Rachel Weisz. And so many others. George of the Jungle, Encino Man. Those were all silly with Sean Astin. He did a lot of... He's always swashbuckling, joking. A lot of the movies was to show off his body or show off, his charismatic... couldn't be more opposite, right? We talked about The Whale, where he's this 400-plus pound, retired or can't obviously work anymore, professor, and he's trying to rekindle and reconnect with his estranged daughter. And it's very traumatic, very tough. Jeff had texted me earlier. You said it was wonderful. So he should be calling in any moment. We played this game at Christmas time. My nephew was playing it, niece. Would you rather? And, would you rather do this or do that? So just to give you a little idea of what it is, because I'm going to ask you guys. So, would you rather have more time or more money? Would you rather have more time or more money? We'll ask you these throughout the show. Of course I'd rather have more money. What am I going to do with time if I have no money? Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Again, it's very similar. The lottery. Always go for money. What are you going to do with time? Nothing! Would you rather meet George Washington or the current president? Both the same age. I think I'd rather meet George Washington. Well, who wouldn't want to... I don't want to meet... Biden's fine. They're kind of... You want to meet somebody from the past. That's wild. Oh, look at this. He woke up. All right, let's get it on right now. We're going to go right into the Whale review. There we go. Mr. Jeff. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Steven. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for calling in. The movie review guy, Jeff.
I'm here. I'm back.
Welcome to the Steve Square Show. He's awake and he's ready. I hope you're rested up because I hope you got plenty of sleep.
Yes, I did not fall asleep on you this time.
I said that. I didn't even give you an excuse. I said, Jeff, like the rest of my audience, fell asleep during the show. What's up, buddy? Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas?
Yes, Merry Christmas to you. It was a nice quiet day. I watched football like morning to night, so.
Oh, you love that.
Yeah, that's my thing. I could watch NFL football all day.
I watched a horrible Knick game.
The Knicks, I have a team.
They won. Remember, I was saying that they had won last week, 7 in a row. They were doing great, and then, of course, they played Philadelphia on Christmas, national television, and they tank in front of the world.
Have the Knicks seen a playoff game in the last decade? I don't know.
They actually, 2 years ago, they did, but they got knocked out in the first round, of course. But they have a team and they have uniforms and everything.
Shocking.
It is shocking. So I'm very excited. I was just prepping everybody. I said, I gave some movies to see Brendan in, of course, some of his older stuff and whatever. Obviously the Mummies and the Scout, George of the Jungle, they're all silly, but School Ties, all these movies. But this is obviously way different. When did you saw it today?
I saw it this afternoon, yeah. And this is beyond anything he's ever done, and I'm really freaking impressed with him right now.
Wow.
I never knew this. I never knew he had this kind of acting. This is one of my favorite movies all year.
Get Out. That's fantastic. Wait, Jeff, give me a little more volume if you can. You're close, but I just want to make sure.
How's that?
That's good. You're on.
All right, one of the best movies all year, in my opinion.
Wow. Getting a...
I want to know where the hell this guy's talent was all those years before.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he ever would have been able to pull off this kind of performance, but holy hell. This guy should win every freaking Best Actor award this season.
Wow. I mean, I always liked him because even though they put him, he was in a lot of silly movies, he would always make them good. Like, he's very... obviously this is way different, but I always liked Brendan Fraser in School Ties, and he's had some dramatic roles, and he's good. I mean, he is. That's why I was excited to see this.
I always liked him for his comedic acting,
right?
But this is wow. You gotta go see it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Definitely going to see this. Now, for an afternoon, I know everybody's off. A lot of people today. Was it crowded?
It was almost a sold-out show.
Really? And that's on a day after Christmas, and you saw like a matinee?
Yeah, so the matinee at the AMC in Levittown.
Oh, okay. You never go to Levittown.
It's not playing anywhere near me.
Oh, really?
It's strange. It's not playing everywhere.
That's so weird.
Like, normally I would expect it to be in the Regal and Farmington store or the other one by Republic Airport, but it's not in either of those. I had to go to freaking Levittown.
That's so strange.
Yeah, it's really odd, but it was well worth the trip.
That's fantastic. And how long was the movie? Was it a long movie?
No, it's only about an hour and 50 minutes, I think.
Really?
I think.
So he's not retired. He had to stop because of health
So the character he's a morbidly obese teacher.
Okay.
Who's desperately trying to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter.
I got you.
Played by Sadie Sink. Also, great performance by Sadie Sink.
Okay, great.
If you're familiar with her from Stranger Things.
Oh, what's her name?
Sadie Sink. She plays the redhead girl in Stranger Things.
She plays Max.
Yes.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah, great performance.
Oh, fantastic. That's one. Now she plays the daughter.
Yes, she plays the daughter.
Okay.
Great story.
Oh, wow.
Great performances by everybody.
This is not based on a true story, right?
I don't think so. I didn't see where it said it would be, but no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. And he has won awards. I mean, at the Toronto Film Festival, it won. He's obviously nominated for Golden Globe and things like that.
Yeah, he's nominated for Best Actor at the Golden Globes, and I think at the Academy Awards. But oddly enough, this movie did not get a nomination for Best Film. Freaking Top Gun did.
Of course. Well, come on, Jeff. I mean, we know what's going on there.
Of course.
It's funny that you mention that, because listen to this. Let me see if I have this. I gotta share this with you while I got you. So I went on Rotten Tomato to see the top movies of this year according to Rotten Tomato.
Yeah.
I know. So this is. Listen to some of these. First of all, I've never even heard of these. The number one movie was No Bears. No Bears.
No Bears? What the hell was that?
It says No Bears bears witness to Hafa Panahi's incisive filmmaking while urging viewers to examine the complex layers of simple storytelling. A man oppressed and suppressed by his country. No Bears portrays two parallel love stories. That's their number one movie of 2022.
Okay, so now you know why I don't follow with Rotten Tomatoes.
And wait, here's another one. Here's number 3. Marcel, the shell with shoes on. Marcel, the shell with shoes on, is an adorable. It's an adorable 1-inch tall shell who takes out of a colorful existence with his grandmother Connie and their pet. Utterly heartwarming. Marcel, the shell with shoes on.
Oh, stop.
I'm not kidding. And then here's another one. I'll give you one more. Happening. Puts a personal face on an impossibly difficult choice and heart-rendering aftermath. France, 1963. Right there, you lost me.
Oh, please.
Anne is a bright young student with a promising future, but when she falls in the condition of pregnant, things quickly change. What is wrong with it? This is another one. I never heard of any of these. Girl Picture? Best friends Mimi and Ronku? I mean, what's going on here?
What the hell is that?
I never even heard of any of these. And these are the top 10. These are the top 10 on Rotten Tomato for 2022. Because so Top Gun was number 16. Beavis and Butthead was number 13. And the other one was number 11, which I think you said you were going to see. What is that? The Inisherin?
The Banshees of Inisherin, yes.
I could never say that title. The Banshees of Inisherin. What is that? Set in Ireland or something?
Yeah, it's something. I don't know the story. It's set in Ireland. It's on HBO Max. I'll probably watch it there. But I hear it's very good.
Okay. Now, this is good. I got you here. I'm playing Would You Rather. So it says here, Would You Rather. I'm playing Would You Rather. So I did one. Would you rather have more time or more money?
More time or more money?
What would you rather have?
I'll take more time because in that time I can make more money.
Oh, I went right for the money. Okay, then you wouldn't be good with this. Would you rather be able to talk with animals or speak all foreign languages?
Wow.
So talk with animals or speak all foreign languages.
I would love to know what animals think of humans.
Yeah, I think I would go with the animals. I have no interest I don't even want to speak English. I'm tired of English. I'd rather not. I don't need to know.
What am I going to do speaking freaking
Exactly.
only in a farce?
Right. Start talking to your dog.
Yeah.
Here's one. Would you rather be without your internet for a week or without your phone? Internet. Okay.
I would love to just be able to unplug for a week.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, and here. Okay, I'll give you one more. Would you rather listen to music from the 70s or from music from today?
70s.
70s.
It's not even a contest.
Yeah, that's not even a. Okay.
There is no music today. It doesn't exist.
It's really bad. I was trying to look up. Also, when I looked up movies, I said, "Well, let me see what the top music is." I didn't. There wasn't a song or an artist I couldn't even pronounce or know.
Of course not. It's all awful.
It's all auto-tuned rapping. It's not even rapper. It's not even good rap. Like I like some rap. You know, I used to like Tupac and Biggie and all those guys, and Missy and all of them. This is not even good. This is like, it's just bad on all levels.
It's terrible. There's nothing new to listen to today. It doesn't make sense.
No. It's so terrible, and unfortunately, that's what we will bear. So, what do you got planned for New Year's? You got any big New Year's Eve plans? You going to go see the ball drop?
No.
Okay.
Never have, never will.
Me neither.
I will stay home on New Year's Eve. I will fall asleep 10 minutes to 12. The ball will drop. I'll wake up 10 minutes after 12 on the honeymoon marathon.
Kind of like what you did to my show. No different than last Monday.
Exactly.
Fine. Only you'll have a glass of champagne, maybe. Fantastic.
That's my New Year's Eve plan.
Now,
Back to the last 2 decades.
let me ask you a question on that, because I want to tell everybody. On New Year's Eve, they do a honeymooners marathon on what channel?
CW 11.
So CW on the CW, they'll have the honeymooners.
Yeah.
Do they do a odd couple? I think they do, right?
They do Odd Couple. Like last year, I think Odd Couple was on channel 10. I don't know what the callers are for that channel.
Okay.
Anymore.
And yes,
WLI, not LI, some New York station.
Right. And the other one was, wait, there's the Odd Couple. Oh, and the Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, they have Twilight Zone marathon. I think that's on probably Sci-Fi.
That's exactly right. The Sci-Fi Channel they're doing a Twilight Zone marathon if you are a Twilight Zone fan. Now, here's an interesting fact on that. Did you know Rod Serling's birthday was yesterday?
Oh, was it?
He's a Christmas birthday boy.
How old would he have been?
That I don't know. I should have looked that up. That shows you how prepared for the show I was. I was more prepared looking for the New Year's hat. Now, we're not on YouTube tonight for some strange reason. There's another YouTube ban or issue. Something's going on.
What did you do now?
This was not me. Don't blame me. I didn't curse last week. I didn't play any music. I only made fun of Steve for 20 minutes. So if they ban me for that, it's getting... Well, I did dress up as Santa, so maybe they got me for impersonating a public figure. Who knows? You don't know what YouTube is, Meanwhile, everything else can go, but me, they got a ban. But it wasn't just... It's got... I'm telling you, I'm targeted. I've been targeted. I knew people flying this weekend, and the airports were a mess. Weather was a mess. Cold, frigid. Nightmare.
Yep.
Not good. Canceled thousands of flights. People stranded.
Why don't I fly?
Well, there you go. I was thinking of you. I was like, Jeff would never be in that situation because he doesn't fly. So
one of many reasons.
One of many. Well, you don't need more than that. All you need to do is be stuck in an airport for the holidays, and that's it. Well, what? I guess the alternative would have been being in one of those planes and plummeting into the ocean. Yeah, so that wasn't going to fly either. So that's a good call, Jeff. Just as a little tidbit, we're doing really well in the dumbbells casting. I'm going to let you know about that. I'll fill you in off the air. But me and Emily are back on track. We made up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, me and Emily had a little spat. She wanted me to... No, I don't think so. I think we rekindled for the holidays. I made her feel bad. See, what happened was Emily wanted me to... she's directing a show, and a horrible show. let me make that clear. I hope she's not watching this because now she'll never talk. It's not a horrible show. It's not a horrible show. It's a Shakespeare thing. I've done enough of those. It's not my thing. That's why. And I have conflicts and things, and I felt bad because I wanted to be there. Me and Emily, I love Emily. Unfortunately, I couldn't, and unfortunately, it's not something that's in my wheelhouse.
Just saying, you hate Shakespeare.
I feel bad to say that. I feel so uneducated. I feel like one of those mooks. Oh, I don't like Shakespeare. The guy's an idiot. No, of course it's talented and it's a certain writing. It's just, and I've done some of those shows. That's what it is. It's not my favorite thing. It's not anything I want to ever go back to. So I think once you do Shakespeare, you never go back. It took me a long time to be able to speak regular English after that. When I did one of them. Yeah, 2 months I was speaking in Shakespeare after the show. People thought I was from 1642. So luckily I was back, and I said, never again. I'm sorry, Emily. But I am maybe we'll go see it, and it's going to be in Lindenhurst and I'll promote it. I told her I tell it on the show. She's directing it. It's As You Like It, which is a comedy. She's a good director. She'll put her twist and flavor on it.
Okay. I will see it. Let me know when it is.
Yeah. It's going to be in February. January's rehearsals, in February, a couple of days. It's like 4 or 5 shows in February. So, right when the temperatures are about sub-zero. So,
Yeah, right.
I'll have to stream it in. I'll tell her I'll stream it on my phone.
It's -10. Let's go see a Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's not, probably won't happen, but maybe we'll catch a warm day or something. Maybe we'll see a matinee when the sun's out. At least it's not Shakespeare in the Park when you're seeing it in the winter. That's what they should do. There's nothing better than Shakespeare in Central Park in February.
Shakespeare in the Blizzard. Okay.
Shakespeare in the Blizzard. That's going to be our new thing. All right, Jeffy, thanks, man. Thanks for staying awake, and thanks for calling.
Thank you for having me again, Steve. Go see the whale.
Yes, go see. I'm telling everybody. I'm so psyched. I'm glad that it was good, that you liked it, because I was worried that it was, because I'm very excited to see it, and I didn't want to hear like, oh, it stunk or it wasn't good. So.
If you want to go, I'll go the second time.
Yeah.
I'll go to see twice.
Definitely. And I like did you like the Levittown Theater?
You know what? I'm spoiled on Regal.
Yeah.
I walked into AMC and it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It just felt like so run down to me for some reason.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, it is. Levittown, they actually had to close it at one time. I mean, and that's actually it being redone. So,
Redone?
That's redone, yeah. That was redone right before. Yeah, it is what it is. So, but yeah, it's odd. Yeah, I guess that's where it's showing. But yeah, we'll definitely check it out. I want to see it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, brother. Thanks, man.
See you soon.
Later, Jeff.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So we got a good movie review. I'm really excited. Don't you hate when you're excited to see a movie and then someone's like, "Don't see it. It's terrible." I would still go see it anyway. I don't really listen so much. I take with a grain of salt. I like to, because everybody's different, so don't let that fret you. What else is going on here? So let me give you another Would You Rather. I love this stuff. Would you rather read an awesome book or watch a good movie? Are you a reader or a watcher? I would watch an awesome movie. Oh boy. Would you rather be a kid your whole life or an adult your whole life? That sounds very Benjamin Button, right? Would you rather be a kid your whole life or an adult your whole life? That's hard. I couldn't give you an answer. I don't know. I think a kid. Would you rather explore space or the ocean? The deep space or the deep dark sea? Would you rather be too hot or too cold? I can answer that for you in a second. I'd rather be too hot. I love the heat. I can never be too hot. I can't stand the cold weather. Would you rather be the youngest or the oldest sibling? Now, I'm the youngest sibling, and I like that. I like being, you're the baby, right? You get the favoritism. I got my mom an ornament that says mom's favorite child. Very good. So that's some of our Would You Rathers. We were playing this game during Christmas. Did you guys play some games? I hope you get connected. I hope you had a good Christmas. Got to see some family. Things like that. It's always nice. Not about the gifts, although I always get, this time it was better for me. It came out better. Came out smelling like a rose. Really, it was really good stuff. So I'm glad. That was really, really, really good. I was a lot better than that. And I told everybody.
I love you.
So that was a lot better. Here's something weird. Wait, let me put this away. What else we got here? Oh my gosh. There are 4 foods that you will never see that have been taken off the menu this year. 2022, they were on these fast food chain menus. They're gone now. They're taking them off. You won't see them in 2023, so you still have a couple of days left. Load up on them. First of all, if you go to Burger King, you might have enjoyed yourself the Chuking sandwich. It was called the Chuking. meaning chicken sandwich, but it was Cha-King. They tried to play on the Burger King and Cha-Ching cash with the register, I guess. I don't know. So it basically was this hunk of deep fried, saturated, fatted, greasy piece of hunk of fried, deep, saturated piece of chicken on a bun with one slice of tomato. So the president of Burger King, they went right. See it. He had a report on this. This is good when you're the president of a company. And this is what you have to report on because why are you doing away with this chicken sandwich? He said it was too hard. They didn't anticipate it being too difficult for the workers to assemble. This is not Ford assembly line here. You're not putting. They could assemble in 1922. They're assembling the Ford car. This is 100 years later, and you can't assemble a chicken on a bun? I mean, where have we gone? I think the bar has gone way low. We're putting cars together, men on the moon, and now you're in 2022 and you can't put a piece of chicken on a bun with a slice of tomato? That's too hard? You're the home of the Whopper, for God's sake. Let's go. Get better educated workers. I think nobody wanted it. That was President, by the way, Tom Curtis. So if you'd like to go tweet that moron. I wish I would have seen that interview where he was seriously telling somebody on a reporter or at the big press conference, why are you doing away with Cha-King? You know what that is? That is just wrong. That's what that is. Okay, what else won't you be seeing? The Choco Taco. This was that ice cream taco. Who sold this mess? I don't know where it came from. Oh, Klondike. It was a Klondike thing. It was a taco but ice cream, an ice cream taco, because you need that. That's gone. The McRib from McDonald's is gone. They're not saying why. It was actually first started in like 81, 82, the McRib. Remember that hunk of boneless, some kind of unidentifiable barbecue sauce to meat on a bun. Again, they could put it together. Now, they did away with it, then they brought it back for this kind of launch of the McRib. But now they said they're done with the McRib, it's done. It's done. You know what? I broke my McRib the other day. I fell and I broke my McRib.
I love my life.
That wasn't that bad. I thought that was funny. I broke my McRib. That would have been a good commercial ad, good promo for them. I think I should have done their next commercial. I would have saved the McRib. Anyway, and finally, Wendy's. The Vanilla Frosty is going to be away, but it's going to be replaced. For some reason, either they ran out of vanilla, but they're going with peppermint. Who doesn't love the cool, refreshing, minty flavor of peppermint in your Frosty? Well, that you can enjoy. If you have a dog and you're driving in your car, please stop with the silliness of holding it in your hands while you're driving. I turn to my right. That was left to you guys. And a dog turns in. I'm looking at a dog and I see a woman's hand on the steering wheel, but the dog's hand, and it looks like a dog is driving. You know, that's funny, that's cute, you can love your dog, I get it. But I don't, that's ridiculous, and it's stupid. It's stupid and it's silly, and you're going to cause an accident, or your dog's going to jump out the window. So you might love your little, fluffy, little, squirrely dog, but put it in the back seat or leave it at home, for God's sake. What are you doing? You know, it's so Kardashian of you people. I'm going to drive and hold my little teacup dog. Oh, I got in a 12-car accident. Oh, gosh. Next. You know what?
Don't try to be funny, will you, meathead?
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
Halloween night? Boy, we are
I
off.
hope you will bring me lots of...
We are totally off.
That is so fetch.
This is interesting. Wait, where was this? I got to get this out. Here it is. I thought this was really interesting. There's a place here we ship throughout the USA. It's called John's or Hans Old Fashioned Cake Company. It's actually located in Farmingdale. And they have crumb cake, walnut crumb cake, chocolate crumb cake. Obviously, it's an apple crumb. It's a crumb cake place, okay? Let's be honest. Let's not read all their crumb cakes. But they have a lot of crumb cakes. It's the Old Fashioned Cake Company. So what they have, there's a coupon here, and look what you get. Can you see that coupon? Look what you get with the key. What does that say there? 1 free small bag of crumbs. Wouldn't you love that in your house? Come on over to my house. I'll give you a small bag of crumbs I got lying around on the kitchen floor. Sweep them up. I'll put them in a bag. It's yours. I mean, this is unbelievable. 1 free small bag of crumbs. But you better hurry because this expires, or if they vacuum before you get there, there's no more crumbs on the floor. But if you get there before they vacuum and clean up and sweep up the crumbs, you get a free small bag of this with any purchase. You don't just get the crumbs, you got to buy some other crummy thing. What a crummy place. That is so crummy.
Did you have an awesome time? Did you drink awesome shooters and listen to awesome music and then just sit around and soak up each other's awesomeness?
This stuff is so good. Look at this. It feels so good on your hands. Oh boy, this is delicious. I'm telling you, you got 1 week to get some. I'm not a big New Year's resolution. My mom was like helping me produce the show, and she says, tell people to kind of get into that right mental framework to get their resolutions in order. And me and my niece were talking about this, Kelly, and we were saying, plan it out, have a January goal. Start with just January. Say, in January, I'm going to exercise 10 times. That's it. I'm going to exercise 10 times. That's not even 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be at a gym, right? You could do anything. You could, I was right behind here. I have the trampoline. You could go for a walk, a bike ride, if you want to bear those elements outside. Whatever you want to do. But do that 10 times. That's a simple goal. I mean, there's 31 days in January, if I'm correct. Make 31 days count. Get yourself 10 workouts there. And I think the problem why people don't meet and achieve, and we'll talk about this next week on our first of the year show, on the New Year's show, is they set themselves up for failure. I don't want you to do that. Make it count. Set something achievable. They call that SMART goals. What SMART stands for is specific, 10. Measurable, so you know how many 10 is. It's 10. What's after SMA? Attainable. You want it to be something attainable. Can you honestly say I can move 10 times in the month of January? If you can't, you got big problems. That's A. R. Is it reasonable to attain, or is it unreasonable? Of course it's reasonable. And fine, do you have the time? And of course you do. So that's your SMART goal. You want to make sure you have that time frame. It's January. That's your time. So set a SMART goal. That's from your trainer, not your host, funny man Stevie K at the Steve Squared Show. We had Jeff. I was hoping Emily would call in. Steve would call in. Nobody cares. It's the final show of the year. I dressed up. I always try to get into the spirit. Steve makes fun of me for this. Wearing Santa hats at Christmas, New Year's hats at New Year's. Come on. I'm trying to get into the mojo of the moment. Hey, do you guys know what you're going to watch? There's some different shows I'll share with you for New Year's Eve. Let me see. I wrote them down. There they are. So, New Year's Eve programs, but who doesn't love the Odd Couples and the Honeymooners? They have those marathons, right? Those are great. Twilight Zone, ooh. I was never a Twilight Zone guy, but they're good. They're some of them are good. Here's the New Year's Eve program lineup. You can go to NBC, and of course, it started last year, and they're doing it again. The Miley Cyrus Hoochie Hour. I guess that's what it is. With Miley, and they obviously didn't care for the Pete Davidson co-host that she had last year. He's out, being replaced by your favorite and mine, Miss Dolly Parton. who's actually the godmother of Miley Cyrus. So the two of them will get on a honky-tonk New Year's and bring it on in on a horsey. So they'll do, Miley will put on her fake Southern accent and pretend like she likes her godmother Dolly. But that should be good, and thank goodness there's no Pete Davidson. I couldn't stand him last year. I watched like a minute of it. I was like, get this guy off. He's so bad. Me and Steve argue with this all the time. He thinks this guy's funny. This guy is terrible. He was terrible in Saturday Night Live. He's a terrible stand-up comedian. He's a terrible actor. It just shows I have no faith in the entertainment industry because someone like that makes it. You have no faith. No faith. And then NBC before that show was having the Hoda. They do that morning thing, Hoda and Jenna. I don't know, that's what it says. But they'll have some good guests. Kenan Thompson, Mario Lopez, and George Lopez. 2 Lopez's for the price of 1. You can't beat it. Plus Howie Mandel. And throw in a little ex-con Martha Stewart will be there. Freshly released and baking in the kitchen. I think she has one of those, she'll be in the kitchen, but she has baking, but she has an ankle bracelet on, so you can't go far from the oven. Oh, that's not good.
That is so fetch.
That is so fetch. That is so fetch. That's Martha Stewart, and she'll be in the kitchen, and you can hear her.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Boy, her voice changed when she did some time. It's a lot lower now. You can go to CBS. Now, that's a down-home New Year's. That's your Nashville Bash. That's a lot of country. A lot of Zach Brown, Flo Rida, Luke Bryan, and all the rest of them down-home country types. Bringing it on home. Then you can go to ABC for the traditional Dick Clark's Rockin' in the New Year. Unfortunately, that will be with Ryan Seacrest and a YouTuber. Oh, this is so tacky. Some famous I hate when they call people YouTubers or influencers. There's nothing more I hate in this world. I am so angered. Where can I... oh, boy. What can I do?
Do better?
I have such problems with that. You know what I mean?
I was 200 pounds in the 8th grade.
No, more like this.
My happy place is in my bathroom, in my tub, with my dogs there.
Quiet!
So, and then you can go to CNN and watch Anderson Cooper and his buddy, Andy Cohen. Kevin Hart will be there. And also Usher and Ava Max. She sings Sweet But Psycho. You know that song, Sweet But Psycho? I would play it, but we're already banned, so what's the heck? I might as well play it. And then Shaquille O'Neal, he's got some app that he's doing a virtual New Year's Eve show, Shaqtacular. What a loser that guy is. It's on the MetaQuest TV. This guy gets paid enormous sums, probably more than when he played basketball, and he does the TV analyst, and they're like, Shaq, what'd you think of the Knicks? And he's like, this guy makes a living doing that. I can do that. I can babble and mumble. Speaking of the Knicks, Christmas Day, they tank. I mean, playing Philly, I hate Philly. I hate Doc Rivers. I hate the whole thing. Just bothers me. It bothers me to no end. Bothers me to no end. It bothers me to no end. I mean, whatever you do, have a safe New Year's. You know, you gotta... What else was there? There was something else I wanted to share with you. Was there? Oh, here's something. Give the gift of doing. Here's some Long Island experiences. This might be fun for you to think about going into the new year. I knew I had some things for you to do. Maybe you're interested in street art, like graffiti. They have a lab, a studio. Graph Lab Studios specializes in family-friendly workshops where you can learn the art of graffiti. Where is this? You can get $40 right in Holtzville on Ocean Avenue. Look it up. It's called Graph, Graff, Lab Studios. If you want to do a little, learn how to graffiti art. I'm a terrible artist. Make steak like a chef. Maybe you want to cook like a chef, make a real good steak. I don't eat meat, but you go to the Babylon Mercantile. Hands-on learning, steakhouse classics. How much does it say here? You can make, students learn how to make Argentinian steak. That sounds good. Chimichurri sauce. And French bistro filet mignon au poivre. It's very French. Oui, oui. The classes are 2.5 hours. They're held monthly. That's a little expensive. $115. You get apron. You get an apron though. What if you bring your own apron? Is it still $115? That's in Babylon. The Babylon Mercantile is kept in Babylon. I didn't know that. You want to be a DJ? You always wanted to be a DJ. Be the guy spinning. Or the lady. Better female DJs now. Go to Spin DJ Academy. I love how people put the word academy at the end of anything to make it sound formalized. It's a DJ Academy. Can help you learn the art of DJ lessons. That's in Lindenhurst, Nesconset, or Oceanside. Or your home. They'll come to your home and do this. Lessons start at $85 an hour. That's not bad. They do the software. They teach you scratching, mixing. Classes are good for all ages. Equipment provided. That's fantastic. Maybe you'd like to take a little knitting class. You've always wanted to knit. Offers a 3-hour chunky blanket class at $95. That's in Northport. Here we go. This is the one I've been waiting for. Learn how to play pickleball by the pros. Of course, pickleball, the new sport of 2022. If I never have to hear that word again in 2023, it won't be too soon. You know, they should have kept the McRib and done away with pickleball. Pickleball is a hybrid of ping pong, badminton, and boredom. That can be played indoors or out. And if you'd like to get a friend, if you can hire a friend, they can do that here, or a family member. The Long Island Pickleball Pros Company offers lessons. Professional pickleball registry coach Frank will be your guide at Rockville Center Recreation. He'll teach you pickleball. You start off learning how the pickleball was invented a whole 6 months ago. The history of pickleball. Well, it started back in 2022, earlier this year. Take private sailing lessons. Might be a little chilly, but you go off the coast of Montauk. That's fantastic. That must be expensive. And finally, maybe you'd like to be you've had some inner sculptor in you. You want to break out that sculpture. You're a Michelangelo. You're a Leonardo da Vinci or a Leonardo DiCaprio. Whoever you are. Oh my God. Yeah, who was the sculptor? Wasn't that David? Who did that? Michelangelo? I don't know. So bad. You think I'd know anything. This is the Sculpture Workshop and Laura Haleman, the owner of the Sculpture Workshop. This is in Brookville. She will help, and this is also, wow, 10 classes, $625. You should be able to sculpt David when you're done with that, or at least a Dave, even if not David, the statue. So very good, very good. So that's some things to do, and I think that's fun. And really, the message there, the theme throughout that is, do something like that. Go crazy. It don't have to be these standard New Year's resolutions. I mean, of course, it's always good. Some of the higher ones are to exercise, to quit smoking, to lose weight, to, healthy classes. It's always the health things, and that should always take priority. But do something fun. It doesn't always have to be, oh my God. I take a harmonica class. You know me, I love the harmonica. Try something like that. They have them at the library. You bring your harmonica down. They teach you some notes and some riffs. That's fun. And you can carry it around. You're the life of the party. You would have loved to have been at your Christmas party, right? And start playing the harmonica. People would have loved that. I would play you a little bit if I'll play it for you on New Year's Day. I'm going to play you some good harmonica riffs and songs on New Year's Day. I promise. We got a lot coming up for you on New Year's Day. It's going to be the new year. It's going to be a new you, a new show. This is going to be the Steve Cube show. We're going to get a third Steve. We're going to try to get a third Steve this year. This way, when Steve number 2 doesn't come, I can get Steve number 3 to fit in. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully, we'll get an Emily sighting. I'm really hoping for that. We're going to get some dumbbells. There's going to be. I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to probably wait till next week. But we're going to try to get some dumbbells video for you, maybe a table read or something going on in the near future. We're going to try to set that up at the library in January. I'm going to be doing that with Emily and some other actors. So that's going to be coming up in the near future. You can go to my Instagram at Stephen R. Kaminsky and check out for any of the details on that. Of course, you can go to Gov's Radio and things like that and always check us out. Oh boy, there's so much and so little time. I just wanted to... I loved all of the things that we went over today. I think we did pretty good. I mean, I told you some of the shows for New Year's Eve. I showed you all the great Christmas gifts I got. Fantastic. Great job. Thanks to the family. They came through. Wonderful. Have a wonderful New Year's. I mean, you get through Christmas, get through New Year's, get rolling into the New Year. It's always about getting through it, right? But try to enjoy it too. I don't know which one of those New Year's specials. I don't like New Year's. I feel very sad. I feel like it's very sad. I like to be a positive guy, but that stuff is, the song is sad. You know, one thing I didn't get to do, but maybe I'll do it quick. I have a minute. What do I care? I run the show. I wanted to compare. We've been watching a lot of Elf. My family, I hooked them on Elf. We got that from my niece. You know, the Will Ferrell, James Caan vehicle, Mary Sternberg, great Zooey Deschanel. Faison Love, super cast. Jon Favreau directed it. So I was doing a lot of comparisons with Buddy the Elf, played by Will Ferrell, and George Bailey, played by Jimmy Stewart. And I have a couple here, because I noticed one scene triggered me when Buddy the Elf gets yelled at by his dad, James Caan, and says, "I don't care who you are, I don't care you're my son, just leave, get away from me." So Buddy goes, and he's, you know, in his really sad way, and he goes in New York, and he's leaping over the bridge. Same scene that George Bailey did when he was contemplating suicide. Very terrible. So very comparable scenes right there. They're both 6'3". Jimmy Stewart and Will Ferrell are both 6'3". Buddy, his name, is 6 letters, Buddy. George Bailey, 6 letters, George. Okay. Both movies end with Auld Lang Syne, right? The whole town is singing, same thing, the whole town was singing, but they're singing Auld Lang Syne in Elf, where James Caan's playing the piano and Zoe's singing, same thing, same song. They're both dreamers, there's both the voiceover narrations in both, right? In the It's a Wonderful Life, it's Joseph speaking over, and in there's Bob Newhart speaking as the voiceover narration in Elf. And you know, there's both the love interest, you know, Will Ferrell, Buddy with Jovi, and George with Mary. I mean, so there's a lot of similarities there, I think, right? I want you to marinate that for a while in your brain. But we really did a good job. I think we did all we could this year to try to bring you guys entertainment every Monday. We're going to continue doing that at 6:30. Where else would you go to for entertainment? On the TV? Of course not. There's nothing going on. You could have 20,000 channels, but you can't get the quality of entertainment and enjoyment and really useless facts and minutia that you get here on the Steve Squared Show that we brought to you all year long for 2022 and continue. We're going to bring that same useless information in 2023. I think that's a wrap. That is going to close out this year. I thank you so much for tuning in, for those 4 of you that tune in, the 5 of you, my family. Thanks to the fam, of course, my family. They're always trying to watch and be supportive of the Steve Squared Show. Thanks to Steve. I know he's not here tonight, but all the times he's there with us, making it fun. Thanks to all the gang at Gov's Radio. Thanks for Jeff for calling in, doing a great movie review. We're trying to add that segment. We're always trying to bring different things to the show. And then, yeah, like again, you know, have a happy, safe, healthy New Year. And again, to my family and all the listeners, have a happy, safe, healthy New Year. And bring it on home. And for myself, for the final time of this year, Funny Man Stevie K, signing off. Have a happy New Year.
That's the program. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.